I saw a Reddit that said, name something, a law that you would make that people would get mad at right now, but in 10 years it would actually make society a better place. I would make it illegal for any kind of private equity firms or private sales of houses beyond one house per state. You have a lot of money, that's fine. You can buy a house in that state, but you can't have another one per certain amount of acreage. So maybe you have one in this county and you have one another like 3 counties over, but you can't have it in the same like jurisdiction. You can't have more than one private property in the same jurisdiction. I feel like it doesn't people buying up large amounts of property and then monopolizing that property, hiking up prices. That's how gentrification starts. Gentrification is not always the best for everybody. Also, because it prices people out, they will purposefully let places turn into a food desert, turn into a health desert, turn into a school, a non-funded school district, just so that they can run it down and buy it up cheap, because they're allowed to buy a large amount of property in the same area. People might be mad now, but in a couple years, you could still sell your house and move to the next one. It wouldn't stop regular people from selling their house, renting out property somewhere else, or anything like that. It wouldn't stop regular people from doing what they need to do. It wouldn't stop smaller landlords from even buying a small apartment complex, because it's the one property. So you have your apartment complex and the one property. It really doesn't stop, but it does start to curb the greed that we see with the same 4 companies buying up all these private houses and wanting to rent them out, or buying up all these apartments and breaking them down so they can put luxury apartments that most people can't afford, and then they use government subsidies to pretend they're going to move people in, but then they have these caps so that they don't actually have to fill the quota. That would be my rule. No private no private firms or private individuals are allowed to have more than one property per certain area. The area to be TBH, TBD, to be determined.